Welcome back to another episode of the Across the River podcast. Looks like both of us were right about the Celtics whooping the Pacers. Little light 4-0. Now, we got the awards to go into, and I want to jump right into it. I don't know about you. What
Yeah,
do you
I'm
think?
ready. I'm ready to go.
So, the MVP for the NBA. So, the finalists were Jokic, Doncic, and Shea. We know the winner. The winner was Jokic, but who would you give your winner to,
But I,
personally?
I would have given it to Jokic as well. And I can hear out any responses saying that it should have been Shea Gilgeous-Alexander because he carried a team that was not supposed to be super competitive this year to the one seed in the Western Conference. But Nikola Jokic is probably the best player in the NBA and has, or not probably, he is definitely the best player in the NBA, and he has been for some time now. And the fact that he's won multiple MVP awards before this does not gives anyone else the rights to this year's because he was the best
It's
player.
for his horses, man. For the
Yeah,
horses.
yeah.
For the horses.
Day in the
For
life.
that one,
Yeah,
I
it's
think, yeah, Jokic also. He's just like that. There's nothing really to say there. For defensive player, this is one. It was Rudy Gobert, Wembanyama, and Bam. So
so.
I think you go first. You go first.
I'm like, I can understand giving this award to Rudy Gobert, but
I would have given it to Wemby. I'm putting it
I
out there
think
now.
Wemby. I think
Uh,
Wemby.
look,
Everyone
we're
is
not. Okay,
terrified. Everyone is
we didn't.
terrified to attack him.
For the viewers, we didn't plan to agree on like this on this.
No, no, not
We
at
didn't
all.
talk about who we had firsthand. But yeah, just looking at the stats, Wemby had 3.6 blocks. Come on now.
Dude,
Take
I'm
off
not even
3.6 blocks.
what
Like
scares me more about Victor Wembanyama than the stats is the fact that teams are just outwardly scared of driving at him just because of how.
legit, bro. You see Steph Curry, bro. He goes in there. He's like,
Yeah,
actually, no, no, no. Let me
yeah.
let
No,
me go back
I'll
out.
go around. I'll go around. I'll pass it to someone else. Victor Wembanyama.
Sorry,
And
sorry.
this is Wembanyama without NBA experience. I'm telling you that
Mm-hmm.
he's going to be the best player in the NBA within the next 3 years.
Oh, easily, he's gonna
He
be
is
a MVP
an
winner.
absolutely unbelievable talent, and I think
Rookie of the year.
defensive player of the year this year, rookie of the year for
Rookie
sure.
of the year. We're gonna just fly by that one. Obviously, Wemby. Okay. Most improved player. So the finalists were Kobe White, Alperen Sengun, and then Tyrese Maxey. So the winner for this was Tyrese Maxey. What are your thoughts here, though? I want to hear.
So of those players, Maxi was the best, but I wouldn't have given it
Disagree.
really
Are you saying wait? Are you saying the best
the
overall
best
right
player,
now?
best
Like
player,
best improvement or best player?
best player.
Okay, best player. Yes, yes,
I
yes.
wouldn't have given this award to any of those guys though. I have
Who
a
would you give
couple.
it to?
I think Brunson deserves a shout for this. I think Sabonis deserves a shout for this.
No, it should have gone to Kobe White. I'm telling you
Kobe
right now.
White, no, I'll hear that, and
It-
Derek White
okay,
deserves
okay.
a shout as well. But
Kobe White's improvement from this season
oh, he got more.
compared to last season.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, he got.
last season, last season. Okay, he averaged 9.7 points. Take a guess at how much he. Take a guess how much he averaged this year.
He averaged over 19. Am I right?
Yeah, 19 points, 19.1. When you're not giving it to someone who averaged 10 points higher than they did last season, just doesn't make sense.
No,
I
but
hate this award
hear me out though.
personally.
Hear me out though. Kobe White, and I agree, he's improved, but I think getting those extra minutes because last year he was a sixth man. This year he stepped in and he became the everyday starter for the Chicago
But
Bulls.
that's improvement, no?
Of course, it's improvement, but it's also the fact that they didn't have Zach LaVine for a large portion of the year. They didn't
Oh,
have
that's fair.
same players. Io Dumnusu played for a good amount of the year last season at point guard. This year he switched positions. So there's a
Oh,
lot to be said about the shift in the way that Chicago played that made for the success that Kobe White had.
Mhm.
Like say for example, I'm going to use the Knicks. If Emmanuel quickly stayed all year and Brunson got hurt, quickly probably would have put up 25 points a game, like or somewhere in
That's
that
fair. That's
range.
fair.
But we're not going to say
But
they
I
most.
just think this award's stupid. I'm gonna be honest.
You think it's a
Even
stupid?
last year, I think last year they gave it to Ja. I'm pretty sure last year
Yeah.
when it obviously should have gone to Jordan Poole.
Yes.
Bro went from like a nobody, well, to some people, but like not me because I'm a Michigan fan. But then he went to a star, and how are
Yeah.
you not gonna give it to him? I think this award is just a jabroni award that just doesn't really matter anymore. To be honest, I think
I
it's
do
kind of
want to
stupid.
shout out some under the radar players in the NBA that had good seasons. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there are just some guys like Dante DiVincenzo. I'm gonna keep
I
running
think
down
he could
his
have been
name.
up there.
He
The
was
stupid,
unbelievable.
stupid new rules. Stupid new rules, huh?
Yeah,
He got snubbed.
he should have won this award if he was eligible to win. But other players,
Mhm.
Jonathan Kuminga, he got really, really good this year. He started to play really good ball. And I mean,
I think it's a stupid award overall.
yeah,
Not gonna lie.
yeah, but
Six man. Are you still going?
nah, that's all.
Six man. You got Naz Reid, Malik Monk, and Bobby Portis. So the winner was Naz Reid.
I like all these guys.
I like them all, but like I just don't. I feel like there's so many like other players that could have gotten the award in a
Yeah,
way. If that makes sense.
I hear you. But
Because
hear
like,
me
what
out.
do you really count as like a six man? Because like, for some games, Naz Reid, I feel
But like Nas Reed,
he won. Naz Reid did win the award.
not Nas, but like Nas Reed.
I'm gonna give it. Okay, so I'm between Bobby Portis and Naz Reid here,
I have Nas Reed.
because just the like impact Bobby Portis has on a team
Oh yeah, for sure.
alone is just insane.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But like, if you're looking at like stat wise, yeah, Naz Reid had the better year. But like, even in the playoffs, like you saw Bobby Portis stepped up when there was no Giannis, no Dame.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But you have to look at first of all these awards are regular season awards. The
Yeah, the
playoff,
regular season award, sadly.
but Nas Reed is the epitome of a player. This is a three man front court for them, right?
It's true.
Because other than Cat Gobert, Nas Reed is their other big man, and he
Mm-hmm.
steps in the
And
multitude.
Luke Garza.
Yeah, but he doesn't really like do anything. In the multitude of times that Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert have not been able to play, Naz Reid steps in and does just as good a job as these stars. And where we see with Bobby Portis, I mean, he stepped up in the playoffs, but in the regular season, if Brook Lopez went out of the, it was a substitution. It would be a like for like swap for Brook
Matter of
Lopez.
fact, no, I'm standing on business, bro. I'm standing on business.
Standing on
Bobby
business,
Portis, Bobby Portis should have won the award. I was just looking at the stats. Bobby Portis has better stats in the regular season as well.
but you have to look at
Portis,
the impact that Nas Reed had on the team. He is
yes, but we're talking about a six man here when you're thinking about it. And like, so let's look at games. So, I think that's a real impact in my eyes. Is like the impact off the bench for me. I think that's really important. And when you're one person's average, like, so besides Bobby Portis, who else do the Bucks have that's really a backup big man?
they don't have much coming off the bench, but that's not the point I was trying to make with Nas Reed as a comparison to Bobby Portis. My point was saying that when Gobert and Towns come out, who are both at some point in their careers were all stars, this year they were both really good. Nas Reed comes in and there's no drop off in level. He plays his own game. He doesn't
Mhm.
try to emulate something that Cat does or something that Gobert does. He plays his own game in as a big man and does a really phenomenal job at it. You don't see a lot of centers that could also be slashers and also shooters. He kind of has
No, yeah, that's fair.
a well-rounded game that really fits in with the bench lineup that Minnesota play, but also when he starts, he pulls up and he plays his game really well
Mhm.
and can fit into anywhere into this Timberwolves team. I think Nas Reed deserves this award.
I think Bobby Portis. Look, I'm saying like who I would rather have coming off the bench if I'm the coach.
I'd rather have Bobby Portis coming off the
Wait,
bench.
but hear me out. Hear me out now. For the team impact wise, I feel like he is a guy people don't want to mess with on the other team.
I mean,
So I
yeah,
feel like that's a great addition to have. And I feel he will put his body on the line
but
for the
Nas Reed
squad.
won't.
I'm not saying Naz Reid won't, but I just think Bobby Portis deserves more recognition in a way. I feel
Oh,
like
he
Naz
does.
Reid is
No,
always like I
but
feel like
like
when looking at like the six man, it's it's like a kind of a diamond in the rough is what I'm looking for.
sure, but that's
Award.
maybe he's a more underrated player than Nas Reed, but Nas Reed is the better sixth man. He's the sixth man of the year.
Well, the NBA voters agree with you. So
Yes.
next award is a very clutch player of the year. This was a new award.
I don't like this award.
Finalists is Steph Curry, DeMar, and Shea. I know automatically who I would give my award to. It went to Curry. but that's not who I would. Who would you give it to first?
I think I would have given it to Curry. Like
No,
it's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander,
DeMar.
DeMar DeRozan. Listen.
He had so many clutch shots this
He
year.
makes a lot of clutch shots. He always has. But the thing with
So
that
that's
team
in the
was
title.
they weren't playing for anything. This Chicago team was bad.
Neither were the Warriors.
But the Warriors, at every point in this season, they thought that as a team they were competing to make.
I mean, the Bulls at least made the play-in. I mean, both teams made the play-in, but like when you're looking at records,
No,
the Warriors were better. But I just think Steph Curry's always been like if I'm looking who made more clutch shots this season, it's DeMar.
What's the definition of a clutch shot statistically?
Like well, statistically, I don't know, but for me, it's like a highlight reel play. It's going to win the game or like puts you back in the game.
And I don't want to discredit what
had.
DeMar DeRozan did. And looking back at the way I argued this, I mean, yeah, sure, the Bulls and the Warriors ended up in the same spot, but I just feel like DeMar DeRozan did not make the important shots in important games. Steph Curry, there were important games where he made important shots, like against the Warriors this year. He came out, he stepped up, he made a very important shot at the end of that game. DeRozan, as clutch as his shots were, I don't remember a single one. Like I know that he made them.
I remember some. I
don't remember them.
I think DeMar. I think
I don't understand why. I don't understand why SGA was in the competition here. He's a free throw merchant.
I don't know why this was an award. To be honest, I think NBA is just trying to add more awards.
It's a stupid award anyway. But
I think Curry. They gave it to Curry because like name value. To be honest, nothing against Curry, but if you're gonna think who's gonna have the bigger name attraction,
but also Curry just makes a lot of clutch.
Curry is 100% clutch. Don't get me wrong, he's insane also. I just think DeMar really showed
in the playoffs.
Clutch.
Chris Middleton was the winner of this award.
Nah, in the playoffs it'd be going to Dante DiVincenzo.
Oh yeah,
that was my pick.
Or Josh Hart.
Coach of the year. So you got the Thunder's coach, Mark Daigneault, Chris Finch for the Timberwolves, or Jamal Mosley for the Magic. So the winner of this award did indeed, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's actually came out yet.
It was the Thunder coach.
It was the Thunder coach, okay. I think it should have gone to the Celtics coach, personally.
Yeah, I hear that.
Because when you win 64 games.
But Joe makes a lot of, like, they won so many games in the regular season, and a lot of that is coaching, but Joe makes a lot of weird moves that are somewhat dislikable. I think Thibodeau.
He does, but they work out.
I think Thibodeau definitely should have been in the running.
Yeah, Thibs is always in the running. But just like for Joe, the decisions work out. Now you could say, oh, he's good players on his team. But so do the Thunder. So now the all NBA teams, they pushed me the wrong way. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I saw them, I wasn't that happy with them.
Honestly, I didn't have too much of a problem with them. I'm not.
So the first team, you got Shea, Luka, Tatum, Giannis, and Jokic. What do you think about that?
I think that's earned. You have to look at it as I think you have to look at it as a front court and a back court, because Shea and Luka. I mean, you can make the argument for Brunson over. I would say Shea.
I'm putting Brunson over Tatum. Tatum.
No, but you can't do that because it's the front court and the back court. Brunson's never going to step in and play.
But you could put Luka at the 3.
But Luka wasn't a 3. You can
but
do
Tatum
that.
Also, but
if they're all playing together, you can do that to get the best out of everyone. But then you're sacrificing Tatum for Brunson to play point guard.
So you're telling me, hold up, for the third team, I know I'm jumping ahead here. It was Devin Booker, Steph Curry, Tyrese Halliburton, LeBron James, and Domantas Sabonis. You're telling me that's a backcourt and a front court?
It shouldn't be that way. I don't think it should be that way. But
so I think Brunson should be team 1.
Listen, Brunson had a top 6 season in the league. Maybe honestly top 5. He was a top 5 player in the league this year. I think he was better than Tatum. I think he was better than Giannis. Jokic was
Brunson was better than Tatum. The stats even show it.
I agree. But Jalen Brunson is nowhere near a small forward. So you have to have a forward in that 3 spot. And that's why I think it makes sense that they
So you're saying Tyrese Halliburton is a small forward then?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying they messed that up.
So even looking at so Brunson compared to Tatum, right?
Brunson was better than Tatum this year.
Brunson has more games played, higher points per game, higher assists per game, better field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage, better BPM, VORP, EPM, and
But
per.
you're misunderstanding my argument, though. I don't think that Tatum was better than Brunson this year.
But I don't think they do it that way anymore. I know in the past they used to do it like, okay, so 2 guards, right? You got the and then the forwards.
Yeah, I mean that's what it should be.
But I think if they're gonna do it that way, they have to be consistent throughout all the
No,
teams.
I agree with that, and I think they messed that up with Halliburton. What rename the third team was? What was it? It was Booker,
Curry, Halliburton, LeBron, and Sabonis.
The bonus. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. What's the second team?
Yeah. The second team: Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, and Anthony Davis. See, that makes sense.
That's a good that's a good way.
That's a good 5.
I'm interested to hear your argument here because one can make the case that Jalen Brunson had a better season than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. One can make the case.
What would no. I'm sorry.
The case is that
I love Brunson.
The case is that Shai. Listen, I can hear it both ways. I would probably go with Shai, but the case is that
I would go with Shai. Yeah.
That Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had such an amazing start to the season, but he slowly started to drop off as the games meant more. Jalen Brunson, when the games meant more, was putting up 40 in the playoffs, and he was putting up numbers.
Yes, but this is off the regular season.
I know. But also in the regular season, though, from March to the end of the year, there was not a game that he put up less than 20. He was.
I think one thing for me that separated Brunson and Shai would be the rebounds.
Yeah. But
just looking at him, because Shai is averaging 5.5 rebounds a game. As a point guard, that's impressive.
But they serve different purposes. Brunson plays a lot better. Brunson plays a lot better off ball than Shai does. I think Brunson, he's the best at taking charges in the entire league. And
him or Caruso, yeah.
What's up?
Him or Caruso, yeah.
One of the two. And the way he plays with his own backcourt, is much better than the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays with his own backcourt. A lot more.
But you can argue that he has more experience with his backcourt. One could make the argument.
He does, but at the same time, that doesn't really factor.
You're a game manager, so it shouldn't matter. Yeah. That's true.
And listen, I can hear a lot going Shai's way because Shai is one of the most efficient shooters in the league. He got free throws at every turn. He is one of the best players in the league for sure. But I think that there should have been the conversation shouldn't have been as much about Tatum as I think it should have been about Brunson versus Shai because both of them deserved to.
My issue, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Sabonis should have made it.
Really? No. That's
I think the third team as a whole is horrible. I think so many players got snubbed.
I agree with that. But give me who are your snubs though?
Okay, so I think De'Aaron Fox should have made it.
Okay. Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah. But over who from that backcourt?
Put him over Hallie.
I think that makes sense, but again, I think the positioning was really weird in that scenario. I think I could put him over Booker though. Booker didn't have as good a season as De'Aaron Fox.
Now, let me see. I think
Sabonis is a lock though. He was averaging 20 rebounds at one point.
He was, but if we're okay, so it depends. Are we going off of so one center, like that type of style?
Yes.
Then that, yeah, I guess. I think Paulo, there's an argument for him.
Nah, I wouldn't say that there's that big.
I think there's an argument for Wemby.
Wemby, there's an argument for him, but I still would put Sabonis over him this year.
I think there's an argument for Tyrese Maxey.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I think Kyrie deserves more recognition. Kyrie had a really good year. One of the best.
I think DeMar, Jaylen Brown, Zion Williamson.
Well, Zion was hurt. Zion was hurt for important games.
I just don't see. Yes, Sabonis had all those rebounds, but it's pretty easy to get the rebounds when you're the tallest guy. When you're he's 7 foot, and what's the next?
But that's like saying Wemby gets a lot of rebounds because he's.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Sabonis is also just so much more physical than everyone else on the floor every game he plays.
When I saw Sabonis, I was like,
So the eye test, I can understand that. He is a less pleasing player to watch than someone obviously Jokic, but also someone like Wembanyama or Paulo or any of the power forwards, but he is both a power forward and a center, and he has played his role so well and made the Halliburton trade even. That it's a
Kyrie wasn't eligible, so like for him,
Kyrie wasn't eligible. Okay, yeah.
yeah, nah, he's too short on games.
Okay.
But like even like Pascal, person to say,
Okay. No, but I would say definitely Sabonis over Pascal.
you think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's close.
I don't think it's that close. Siakam was great. He had a good season, but he was not only was he the two on that team, he could have been the three in some spurts of the season when Miles Turner was having a really good stretch.
That's fair.
But
But you can argue that Sabonis could have been a 3-2 at some points
no, he was the two. He was the two at some
with
point.
Fox,
Yeah.
and then Malik Monk sometimes.
Yeah,
when
but
he was
they
starting.
weren't on the floor at the same time, Fox and Monk.
I mean, when he was starting though,
Yeah.
or Keegan Murray, he had some nice spots.
Yeah, but this team was like as arguably Sabonis's team as much as it was Fox's, in my opinion.
That's fair. So flipping it over from the hardwood to the ice, like to do at MSG. Let's go to the hockey awards. So first, let's start with the Vezina Trophy.
That's the
Okay.
truth.
So you got the finalists: Sergei Bobrovsky, Thatcher Demko, and Connor Hellebuck. So we already have the winner of this one,
Who ended up winning
I
it?
believe. I'm pretty sure the winner ended up being Connor Hellen. No, wait, sorry. I don't think the winner actually came out yet.
Okay. I think Hellebuck is the right call, though.
You think?
Yeah. Maybe Bobrovsky, but I don't think Demko.
I
I don't think Demko's as good as the other two. I would have
You
probably got.
don't. I think Demko played really well. I
He did.
think
He
he
did
did.
play really well, but he's not as good as the other two. I think Bobrovsky was probably the best goaltender in the league this year.
I'm surprised no Ottinger, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
I agree with that. But Ottinger's really turned down in the playoffs. He wasn't as
That's
hot.
fair. That is fair. I think, yeah, it's either Sergey or Hellebuck. Sergey's been playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
Hellebuck, if you're going, but you can't really look at the playoffs because that's like unfair in a way.
Yeah.
So just going off like pure, I think I'm gonna go with Hellebuck. When I look at his stats, they just look more they just look better in my opinion. Especially since he does have the better save percentage, and he's also won more games and played 2 more games than Sergey. So say Sergey did play those 2 games, he could have fallen down. Who would you give it to?
I would have given it to Bobrovsky. I think he was the
You
best
think?
goal. Yeah, I think he was the best goaltender in the league, other than maybe Ottinger, who I could have definitely given it to this season. But
Mm.
I think Bobrovsky, he played, I think, more number of games than the other guys on this list. He got more of the starting share, and he made a bunch of timely saves for Florida that stats don't really track, but he made the saves when they were important.
No, yeah. He's a big time player. I can see that. So moving on to the Calder Memorial Trophy, you got Connor Bedard, Brock Faber, and Luke Hughes. So we both like Luke Hughes for different reasons, of course.
I'm not making the
Me,
argument for Luke Hughes. It's
as he
not.
went to Michigan, you as he is a Devils fan, but I think it's pretty obvious,
It's Bedard.
who wins it. It's Bedard. He is the next best thing. He is already showing that he's the next best thing. So there's no real. If you make an argument that it should have been Bedard, you don't watch hockey.
Yeah.
I'm saying that now. You're just or you're just trying to be different. Either or. It's one of the two. Because anyone with eyes
He just
knows he is so good.
he just skates at a level that none of the other guys do. He's absolutely spectacular to watch out there.
Moving on to the James Norris Memorial Trophy. Is the award goes to the league's best defenseman of the season. So you got Cale Makar, Roman Yossi, and Quinn Hughes. I already know who I'm giving it to. Like easy. Not even a blink down in my mind.
I know who you're giving it to also, and I'm gonna disagree with you.
I'm giving it to Quinn Hughes.
Yeah, no,
We could say, biased to Michigan or not, but he's
I like
better.
listen, I like Quinn Hughes. I like Quinn Hughes a lot. He had a great season. He benefited a lot from playing with a good team for sure, but he also had a very, very good season. He was the leader of this team. But to sit here and say that Cale Makar was not a better player than Quinn Hughes this season, I think is disingenuous. I think Cale Makar had his best
He
season.
wasn't though.
He had his best season yet, offensively, and improved immensely defensively, and put up numbers that Yossi didn't put up. Yossi's not in this conversation. I don't know why he was put up for this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They should have put like Evan Bouchard or someone like that up there.
Yeah, or
Or Hedman.
Edmund, or what's his name?
Noah
The
Dobson.
Heiskanen. Just not
He's just a filler. He's
yeah.
not getting my vote. No, no, no.
But Cale Makar had
Mhm.
some of the most spectacular offensive plays this season, as well
He
as
did.
just an unbelievably good defensive season.
But
Again,
I think that's easy when you have probably a top three player in the NHL and Nathan McKinnon on your team. I think that gives you a large advantage.
of course, it gives you an advantage, but you play with that. That's the
Yeah,
advantage. We're not arguing who has the better supporting cast. We're arguing who had a better season.
no, I know.
Makar.
I'm saying even included that. Even when like so Quinn Hughes, he he had the most assists as a defenseman.
Yeah,
Come on.
a lot of
And
those.
I'm pretty sure he led the defenseman in points also.
Yeah, and those were a lot of those assists were line breaking passes, which are super important. But I would argue it's less impressive than some of the stuff Cale Makar did. Line breaking passes are very important, very important. Get the attack going. But to say that he was a better player than Cale Makar this season because he served the purpose of pushing the puck up into another zone, I don't think that's right.
I think he made the bigger impact for his team, is what I'm saying.
I don't think so. And I know he's a captain, and there's a lot of really good players on Colorado that you can argue that Cale Makar, if
I
he
mean, the Canucks won 50 games for a
yeah,
reason. I mean,
yeah,
so did the Avs. They
because they
both
are
won
a
50
very
games.
well constructed team. They have a top five goaltender in the league. They have a top five defenseman in the league in Quinn Hughes, and they also have three lines that could arguably be top five in their own first line, second line, third line because they're a very well constructed team, very well coached. Colorado is a team of individuals. They won their cup, but they're a team of individuals. They have McKinnon, Rantanen,
Exactly.
Makar, Landeskog, whatever. They
That's why
are
I'm giving it to Quinn Hughes though, because like I think he helps bring the team together.
sure
And
he's
to
the captain.
win, and to win in the NHL, you need to play as a team. You can't play solo.
Sure. And you know what? That's a reasonable take to have, but I disagree because I just think Kel McCarr, he brought more to the table in terms of just what he brings. He is just himself a star. And Quinn Hughes is a star as well now. He showed it this year and he proved it this year. But Kel
He's easily
McCarr,
a star.
yeah.
They're
Kel
1A and 1B for defensemen in the NHL. Now, who's A, who's B?
I'm gonna say A is McCarr.
I'm
No,
gonna, I'm gonna say A is Quinn, of course, but they are the future for defensemen in hockey. So either or is the right answer. It's more just personal preference and whose game styles you like more,
yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah, no, that's reasonable.
Still haven't got the winner for that one. Moving on over to let's head on over to the Jack Adams Trophy. Jack Adams Award. Sorry. You have the Winnipeg Jets coach. So this coach is for the coach who has contributed the most to his team's success. You got Rick Bowness, Andrew Brunette, and then Rick Tochette for the Canucks. The Brunette is for the Prairies. I think Lavallette should have been up here. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say it now.
yeah, I agree.
How don't you have the coach that won the President's Trophy
Laviolette should have
on
been.
this list?
I'm gonna say that the Canucks coach deserved the win here. That team just they popped out and they showed everyone what they can do. And this was a very well coached team. It was a well constructed team.
We do have the winner, by the way.
Who was the winner?
We do have the winner. The winner was indeed the Canucks coach, which makes sense. Out of all those three, I would have given it the Canucks easily.
Yeah.
But I think
Laviolette
Lavallette should have been
no,
there.
he deserved his recognition. Brunette deserved recognition too for coming in. He was an assistant coach last year for the Devils. He stepped in and pushed a team to a playoffs in his first year. But
I don't think the Predators coach should have been up there.
How was Laviolette not there though? I don't understand that.
Exactly. Even the Predators coach, I think, should have been up there. I mean, not the Predators, sorry, the Panthers coach
Yeah.
should have been up there. I think the finalists for this one were flaw, in my opinion.
You know, that
Well, you could
definitely.
say, oh, I'm a Rangers fan, so, but no, that's how it is. We're gonna skip over like the sportsmanship awards because like
Yeah, I don't.
those aren't really big
I'm not.
impacts.
I'm not going to tell you. I have an idea of who has the best sportsmanship in the league.
The forward who demonstrates the most skill in the defensive component of the game. You want to do that one?
Yeah.
The Frank J. Selk Trophy. So you got finalists Alexander Barkov for the Panthers, Austin Matthews for the Maple Leafs, and Jordan Staal for the Hurricanes. Now we know the winner of this. It was Alexander Barkov.
Why wasn't
Do
the
you agree with that decision?
I do. I do. Out of the contestants, I do. But again, a little bit of Rangers throw. I hate the Rangers. Let me just put that out the way. I'm happy that he
We
didn't
know. We know.
because I have an agenda. But Mika Zibanejad is the best defensive forward in the league,
You
and
think?
I think so. And he deserved to at least be in the running this year.
I think the pick in Barkov was right because I think Mika had a down year this year in a way at some points.
Yeah, no, I
I
can.
think he was really inconsistent. So because that, Barkov gets my vote. Now going to one of the most important trophies, the MVP in hockey, heading to the
This
Hart
is where we're
Memorial
gonna have
Trophy.
our conversation, unless we agree. Unless we agree.
So finalists are Nikita Kucherov, Nathan MacKinnon, and Connor McDavid. The winner for this is not out yet. I'm between two players.
I
What
have my.
about you?
I've had this debate. My answer to this is Nikita Kucherov.
Wow. Okay.
Is that the one of the two that you had in mind?
He was not actually one of the two I had in mind. It was either McKinnon or McDavid.
How can you not have Nikita Kucherov in mind this season?
Okay. Are we going off stats
I'm
or
going off everything. Stats are part of it, but also the way that they played, the way they impacted their team, and just
they
how
did? But
the eye
I
test.
just don't think. I think the Lightning underperformed
The
this
Lightning did,
season.
but so did Colorado.
That's true. But I think they easily should have had more than 100 points, and they didn't even. They had 98 points.
Sure. You know why they had 98 points though? One player, Nikita Kucherov. Andrei Vasilevsky had his worst
Sure.
season yet. Victor Hedman, worst season yet. Steven Stamkos, worst season yet. One consistent player. Braden Point, worst season yet. Their one
Braden
consistent,
Point. Ooh.
but their one consistent player was Nikita
Shout
Kucherov.
out to Braden Point if you're watching. My fault.
But he, but he put out real numbers again with no help, very very little help,
That's
and
fair.
he was again one of the more flashy and exciting players in the league. And you know when he was on the like it's all McDavid's the best player in the league. Let's start off by just saying that McDavid's the best player in the league.
I'm giving it to McKinnon.
And listen,
I'm giving the award to McKinnon, the
I
MVP
thought
award to McKinnon.
I thought the argument was going to be McKinnon versus Kucherov because McDavid again he's the best player in the league, and honestly he might have been the best player this season, but it just doesn't show. It doesn't show because every year it's like we're expecting McDavid to be
Mm-hmm.
the best player ever.
Like it's just not fun if you give it to McDavid.
That's not even the point. It's that McDavid fell off from last year a little bit.
That's
Like,
right.
I'm not saying he's a worse player.
He did. No, he did. He did. He did.
He had a worse season, so it's hard to give him.
He should have had more than 32 goals. So, Connor McDavid, pick it up.
No, please don't.
But come to the Rangers first, and then pick it up.
I actually think Connor McDavid fits really well in the jersey red. I could see him living in Newark.
Yeah, I agree. I think he should go to the Coyote. Or sorry, not the Blackhawks. You're right. In red, it's gonna send the Coyotes. But actually, I want to talk about that after this. I think McKinnon should have won it. I just think his leadership is there. That's all I'm gonna say. I think
McKinnon is without a doubt one of the most important leaders and one of the best players in the league. And he had a great season. There was points where he was averaging two points a home game. But Nikita Kucherov, home and away, was the player on the Lightning that got them in the playoffs. There was no other player on the Lightning that stepped up and played.
But
And
you can argue if they were in the Western Conference, they would have barely made it. So you could argue that the Eastern was weaker, so that gave them a little advantage.
sure, but they barely still means they made it. They didn't make it.
I mean, they would have been tied with the Golden Knights, so it would have gone to a tiebreaker. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they're not. So
That's
it's
true.
a relevant argument.
I don't know. I think McKinnon. I just think when I'm thinking about who's most valuable, I gotta put in all pieces. So I think with the leadership,
this is the award that you can factor in who's around them. What do they have going for them outside of themselves and their skill? And what McKinnon has is one of the best first lines in the league. What Kucherov has is.
hey, Steven Stamkos, yes, he's not bad.
Steven Stamkos had a bad year though.
Raiden Point.
Raiden Point.
That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. I'm sticking with McKinnon. I'm a McKinnon fan, to be honest. I don't know why. I just am.
Yeah, I like McKinnon as well, but let's talk.
So I don't think.
Let's talk a little bit about Utah hockey, though. I'm actually.
Yeah. Okay. I want to talk about the names. I want to talk about the name selection.
What's your name of choice?
So first, for the viewers, let's pull out all the names that got given in the survey. So, hockey potential. So we have. No, I want all 20 of them. Apparently, according to Desert News, they're down to 14 names.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna trust them. Here we go. I think I found all the names.
Just give me a top 5. I don't need to hear the entire list.
All right, I'll give you. All right, so I'll give you. So the New York Times gives 8 possible names. So we'll use the 8 names they use.
Okay.
Yep. So we got I'm just gonna name them and then we'll rate them. Okay. Got the Utah Yetis.
Okay.
The Utah Mammoth. The Utah Outlaws. The Utah HC/Hockey Club.
No.
Utah Blizzard.
I like that.
Utah Venom. Utah Furry. Utah Ice.
Okay, so you
immediately
eliminate Hockey Club and Ice. Those are the 2 worst names.
And Furry. Get Furry out of here, bro.
I think it's Fury. I think they're going for Fury, but still,
you know what? You're right. I was wrong on that one. Get that one out of here.
You get that out anyway, though. I think it's between 2. It's between the Yetis and the Blizzard. Those are the 2 best.
I think some of them got snubbed from that article. I'm going to be honest with you.
So
I think the Black Diamonds was a tough name.
Yeah, but
and that one got snubbed.
That kind of falls into the Golden Knights predicament where you don't want too much in the final name.
That's true. Or like the Powder. I think that was a nice one.
Yeah, I don't know though. I think anything snow related other than Blizzard, because
off those 8
areas like.
We're getting rid of HC. Hockey Club can get out. Just no, please.
My answer is Yetis, though. I think the alliteration on the name makes it good. It's short. It's easy to say Utah Yetis, and it can make a really, really cool logo with it. So I think that's
I was thinking about the mascot potential as well. I think the mascot potential that the Yetis have, I think that'd be really good. I think that's my number 1 pick for them. My number 2, Mammoth, I guess.
Nah,
maybe.
I don't like that. Mammoth went extinct.
I don't think Venom works.
No,
doesn't really.
Utah. We're gonna get the Utah Jazz and the Utah Venom when there's no Jazz and no Venom in Utah.
It's not really a Utah type thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not gonna say that. I feel like mines, because like in Utah you got like a lot of mines. It's like miners, but like I feel like people like I don't know.
You can't call them the miners though.
Yeah, that's the only issue there. But I feel like the Mountaineers. I think that one could work well.
I mean, I don't know. I think the list that they've come up with isn't terrible.
I think Yetis is number 1.
Yetis is a good name.
And the color design they could do with that.
Yeah.
I think I may have to cop. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm being honest. They have to cop a Utah Yeti jersey. As long as it's not the hockey club. If it's the hockey club,
Looking at Washington football team run backs.
if it's the hockey club,
You know, the first season they're playing, it's just going to be Utah. There's nothing.
I'm down with that. That's better than the hockey club. I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather just Utah.
Yeah.
I'd rather just Utah.
Yeah.
Just make it the Utah Utahs. Boom.
We ready to play an immaculate grid?
Yeah. Please, no hockey club. Okay. Oh gosh. I got this. Giants, Bills. You got Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah. All right.
Bills, Saints. Saints, you got Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm trying to think because I'm trying. Nah, that's good. Yeah.
Von
Von
the
Miller.
rest. Wait, doesn't it have to, oh, Korea. Yeah. Well, it's like the most obscure people. Niners, Saints,
I think.
Bears, Giants.
I mean, I can
Do
go Rob Quinn here.
like the fridge? Doesn't fridge probably got right?
Probably.
Either or. Niners, 50 plus sacks.
Alden Smith? Nah, I didn't play long enough, I don't think.
Arik Armstead, maybe?
Yeah, that should be good. No. Damn.
Sold.
Let me just put Dante Pettis in here to see how good the percentage is, and then it's only 5%. That's unfortunate.
Let's see. We're going for perfect. Who was it? Nick Bosa. That's such a boring answer.
Yeah.
All right, let's do base. Hawk. Let's do another.
Let's do
We
basketball.
gotta get one. We got one
All
last
right,
week.
all right. I've got a test now. Let's try to make the most obvious answer for all of them.
Most obvious.
Obvious answer for all of them.
Okay, Nuggets only one team. Jokic.
Yep. Yep. He does.
Lakers only one team. Kobe.
Yeah.
Rockets only one team.
Did Hakeem only play for one team?
I'm not sure. I was thinking more like
Bar Smith.
Jalen Green.
Yeah.
Make sure you pick. Yeah, like that's pretty obvious,
24. Yeah.
Blazers, Rockets, or okay for any of the Blazers row, any of the three, we can go Carmelo.
Okay. So
any one of those teams.
But which one do we think is the most obvious? Lakers.
I think the most obvious would probably be the Nuggets.
Nuggets. All right.
Right.
Let's see. Yeah.
Okay.
But now we run the risk that these are both going to also be Carmelo.
If they are, then it is what it is. Like
we did our best.
Blazers or Kings, Lakers. Or Lakers, Blazers, Knicks legend Josh Hart.
Do we think that's going to be?
That's probably not obvious.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to see going.
Let's do it.
Knicks legend.
And yeah, no, that's not
10%. We take that. Kings.
Eric Gordon here.
Eric Gordon play for the Blazers? I'm not sure on that one.
But definitely not the most obvious.
Kings.
I'm trying to remember if DeMarcus Cousins was ever a Laker.
He was a Nugget.
Oh yeah, that's right. That though.
I believe so. At least he was a Nugget.
Yeah, that's good.
Boom. Okay. Kings, Lakers. Isaiah Thomas. No, wait. Never mind. Did Isaiah Thomas play for the Lakers one game? Nah, I can't remember.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, you can go Vlade Divac. Can he play for both of SU? Trust.
Yeah.
Bag pull.
It was 40%.
Okay, now Rockets, Kings, and Rockets, Blazers.
All right.
Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me look. Unless you have anyone, I don't know.
I've got nothing in my mind right now, but Was Al-Farouq Aminu ever on one of these teams?
He was on the Blazers. I know that. I don't know if he was on the Rockets though.
I think he was.
Actually, I think he was.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was a Pelican, I know. Oh no, he was a Blazer.
Yep. Put him in. Put him in. Just put him in now. Or
No,
what? Nah. Who was it? I swear.
Clyde Drexler.
Clyde Drexler, and then it was DeMarcus Cousins again, bro.
Yeah.
We got baseball or hockey, either way.
Like,
We got to get one.
yeah. All right, let's go to hockey.
Go.
Let's
Oh,
go to baseball.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Minimum
Okay.
one game at shortstop.
Ellie De La Cruz. Ellie De La Cruz. Yes,
21,
sir.
I think is good.
Tigers.
Derek Jeter probably here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tigers, you can go like Javi Baez, but you also can go for like Tigers Mets if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
But then you can go like Justin Verlander. Oh, oh, no, you go Verlander there for Tigers Mets. I'm forgetting this other guy. And then go Baez. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Mets Reds. Gary Carter, right? No, wait. I'm not sure. Wait. No. Time. I'm gonna think of some of them are like more obvious. A Mets 6 WAR,
DeGrom.
maybe, or maybe like I don't know.
David Wright.
Yeah, I would think David Wright probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Angels, Mike Trout.
Or Otani. Okay.
Trout work.
Yeah, Trout's the right play there.
Angels, Tigers. Okay. I can't think of his name, but you have to trust me that I know someone.
Okay.
I just can't think.
Do we have any Colognes here? Any Bartolo Colognes work?
I'm not sure, but I feel like it's someone like I'm actually getting annoyed now because I can't remember this guy's name.
What about Nets Reds? Mets Reds.
Mets Reds.
Yeah.
How am I don't know how I'm not able to think of anyone right now. Tweaking. Tweaking.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing.
Um, now if I get this wrong, I'm gonna feel like such an idiot, bro. That's Reds. Is it Michael Givens? I'm not sure though. Maybe Michael Givens. Or like not Billy Hamilton. Did he play for the Mets? Givens. Givens. Just go in, bro.
Hey, it
What a
works.
pull.
It works.
We take that.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but it worked.
Tigers, Angels, and Angels Reds. Did Mike Moustauskas play for the Reds?
Yeah,
I don't know. Did he?
I believe so.
Okay, but we could go. I know someone and I'm forgetting his name. I'm actually so annoyed right now.
I've got nothing here.
I just type in Iglesias. I just want to see the last names available. I mean the first names. Let's see. Was it him? Or was it like oh my god. Was it like one of the Uptons, bro?
Oh,
I can't remember now. I don't know if it was Justin or like JB Upton. BJ, I don't know which one it was though. Or maybe it was Jose Iglesias. It was one of the three.
all right.
I know Jose Iglesias.
Jose Iglesias.
Yeah,
Go.
go him. If it's
Moment of
if it's
truth.
if it's just if it's Justin Upton, I'm actually gonna be so sad.
Got it.
Who let me cook? Who let me cook? I like to thank my mom, my dad, my brother.
I'm now really
Is that
interested to
camp
see
group chat?
if Iglesias also, or if
You mean Upton,
Upton also did.
Ian Kinsler? I should have got that one.
Yeah, Justin Upton also played there.
Okay, so it was a win-win. Unless we went BJ Upton, should have been bad.
Yeah.
So next week, I'm getting my wisdom teeth out Thursday. So expect the early week video from us.
Good luck.
Thank you. And we were both right about our Celtic predictions. I'm pretty sure my Timberwolves prediction. I'm pretty sure he took the Mavericks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So yeah, my Timberwolves prediction is not looking good. And then the Rangers and Stars are both tied. So we'll see what's happening there, and we'll catch you guys next week. Peace.